measurement in drafting sleeve pattern. One is sleeve length. Then we have the sleeve width. This is also known as arm girth. Then we have the armhole. Let's say the measurement for sleeve length is 8. Then for the sleeve width is 12. And then for the armhole is 16. Now, by the way, you can also derive your measurement in two ways. One is to get the circumference of your armhole, and then the other one is to get the armhole through this method. So getting your armhole length, so trying to follow the curve and then add to the back curve of the armhole. And so this is the other way of getting your armhole. But for this, we follow the traditional way, which is getting the circumference of your armhole. No, then to start with the procedure, so always start with A as your starting point, and then we have to square it out. By the way, we will be working for a center fold. So this one, so you have to fold this into two so that you will be working with the front and the back bodies at the same time. So remember this when it is drawing out lines horizontally, and then the other one is vertically. But of course, since we have already the fold line, so no need to draw a line vertically. No. Then from 1, we measure 1 to 2. So measure the sleeve length, which is 8. Yeah, so which is 8. And then from 1 to 3, you measure, this is basic or standard, which is 4.5, and mark this as 3. So by the way, this is 2. And then from 1 to 4, measure 3/8 of an inch. Now, since there is a metal there that you cannot be able to see it clearly, so we just count 1, 2, 3. Sorry, from 0, this seems to start with 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 3/8, and then mark this as 0.4 or 4. Now, so again, ito yung starting point natin, which is 1, and this one is from 1 to 4. No, so mark this as 4. Now, out. Yan, minsan wala sa procedure, pero this is very obvious that you have to square it out horizontally. Yan, square 3 horizontally, then square 2 also. Yan, horizontally. Is 1/2 of the armhole. So our given is 16. So divided by 2, that is 8. So actually, you locate 8 to line 3. Line 3. So this is your 8. Mark this as 0.5. And then from 2, we locate the sleeve width, which is 1/2 of the sleeve width. So this is the sleeve width measurement. Then divide this into 2, and that's 6. Now to locate 0.6. And then we have to connect 4 to 5. and then 5 to 6. This line should be divided into 4 equal parts. So we have to fold the tape measure. So this is the center, and then another fold because we have to divide this into 4, and then transfer this to another line in order to locate na 0.7, 0.8, and 0.9. Then from 7, measure 5/8 of an inch up. 5/8 of an inch up. Then mark this as 10. From 9, measure again also 5/8 of an inch, and then mark this as 11. Then we can also use the French curve, but unfortunately, as I told you before, this hip curve is not in good shape. This French curve is not in good shape. Medyo mahirap tayong maghanap ng magandang curve niya. Kasi we're supposed to connect for 10, 8, 11 up to 5. No? So, let's try to have a free drawing. Connecting 10, then moving to 8, then from 8 to 11 up to 5. Ayan. So, linawan lang natin ng konti. Connect lang natin. Ayan. Okay, so next is from 8, mag-move tayo ng from 8, move up 1/4, only 1/4. Ayan, hindi lang natin makita sa metal, kaya medyo nilisya natin. So, move tayo ng 1/4 up, mark this as 0.12. And then, for 9 and 11, we derive 13 by dividing 9 and 11 into half, no? So, pwede namang tawag dito, since this is 5/8, so siguro pwedeng na lang natin, illocate natin yung pinakagitna niya, and then mark this as 13 or 0.13, and therefore magko-connect na tayo, making use of the connecting 4 again, 4 to 12, and then to 13, and then to 5. Yun nga lang, baka hindi nyo nakikita ang linya. So again, no, gumamit ako ng other colors para mas makita ninyo ng mas malinaw. Kung malinaw siya, but of course, to identify the difference between the front and the back, connecting the new lines, which is 10, 12, 13, then up to 5. Ayan, no? So, let us try to cut the sleeve pattern. So, again, as I've told you, we have to cut first the outer edge, the most outer edge. Yan. So, ano yung outer edge natin? Etong linya ng green pen. Yan. Nakita nyo ba yung difference? Yan. And then, for the front, yung medyo extreme curve naman ang gugupitin natin. Yeah, so this is now our pattern for the sleeve. No? So, we will notice the difference between the back and front. So, this is the front sleeve, and this is the back. Ayan, so, makita natin yung difference niya. Meron siyang slight difference with the curve. No? So, this is the sleeve pattern.